Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So I'm just checking in real quick because I want to share something with you guys. I'm out here chilling out, minding my business over at the lake, um, Darlington Lake actually, just a little small local family spot here in Bergen County, and reading my magazine, chilling out, listening to my music, and all of a sudden I see this woman being whistled at because she has her babies in the water on the deep side, which is not really deep. You can walk in it, you can stand in it until you go out a distance, versus going on the opposite side, which was designated specifically for the family. So I'm watching and I'm watching and I'm watching, and the lifeguard is whistling and instructing her and instructing her and instructing her, and she's refusing to get out of the water. So I think most of the people that are in this feed that would hear this would know that it was trouble about to happen, and it was. So I said to myself, this thing is going to go down one of two ways. She's either going to get out, or more lifeguards are going to come around, and eventually the police are going to show. Well, all of the above happened. So I took it upon myself to go over to her immediately as soon as I saw the police show up and start to have a conversation with the lifeguards, and tell her in the most gentle of manners, as to not exasperate her emotions. You do not want to see your children packed up and taken off in a police car and you go away in handcuffs. So get out the water. And I said it with the most stern voice I could so she could understand the severity of it. Well, by the grace of God, she listened. Of course, the problem was the police wanted to know why I was involved and who I was, and I just basically told them I'm just a citizen observing a circumstance and making sure that it does not escalate. So in this instance, the reason I'm sharing this is for two reasons. One, in these very volatile and emotionally escalated times, we all have to look out for one another. Two, we all have to decide which battles we're going to pick and which ones we're going to fight and which ones we're going to walk away from. In this instance, she really was not looking out for her children's best interest. She was looking out for her best interest. And as a result of that, she ended up having the police follow her to her bench and politely escorting her and her friends back to their car and telling them to leave the park. Of course, I stood by and I watched and I observed, and the police knew I was watching and observing because they knew that I was protecting her interests first and foremost, and her children's, and making sure that it didn't get out of control with them, which it may or may not have. I don't know. They seem like relatively calm, cool, civilized police officers. But as I sit here, I actually still haven't seen all of their friends and family leave yet. So there must still be a little bit of a debate going on. Anyway, all it comes down to is pick your battles. We all have choices, but we still have a responsibility to one another to try to neutralize situations before they get out of hand, before there's potential harm inflicted on our mothers, our sons, our brothers, our dads, our, relatives, or just, folk that might need a little bit of coaxing from one of their own, and encouraged to just, walk away from a situation instead of ask for trouble. That said, the young woman has left, the babies have left, her friend has left. There's another group that is still insisting that they're not budging. And I'm very curious to see how this rolls out. Whether or not it rolls out with them throwing them off just by mere association and kicking them out the park, or they let them be because they were not the ones that were in the water. They just happened to be sitting at the bench with them. To be continued, but lesson. Don't look for trouble where there is none. And if there is going to be trouble, or you smell trouble coming, try to help your brother or your sister or your friend or your associate or just that person in that party out a little bit and encourage them not to ask for trouble. Because we have enough people out here that are, getting hurt unnecessarily and getting locked up unnecessarily and getting, roughed up unnecessarily. So, hope everybody is enjoying their afternoon. As I said, I just wanted you guys to know what was happening. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.